Hi, and welcome to the Game Factor, the show that brings you all that gaming goodness. Let's start off that goodness with some brand new trailers. Our first trailer is for Sony's answer to Super Smash Bros. It's called PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale, and it'll be coming out for the PS3 and PS Vita. Let's see what it's like.
PlayStation.
Our next trailer is for a new Metal Gear game. Although this time you won't be playing as Solid Snake, instead you'll be playing as Raiden. It's called Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and it'll be coming out for the PS3 and Xbox 360. Metal Gear!
Three years. We've come so far in just 3 short years. Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
Three mics out and closing.
If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir.
Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. Cyborgs.
Whose?
XF comes up unaffiliated. He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden.
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister.
And there he is now, Jack the Ripper. Your reputation precedes you. Liberian, but white as snow. A natural-born killer, even as a child.
Expose someone to anger long enough, they will learn to hate. They become a carrier. Envy, greed, despair. All means, all passed along.
My sword is only a means to justice. I protect the weak. I don't prey on them.
You really have to do this?
Look, I'm fed up with all of it. Companies like ours, yours, bend the laws when it suits business. Why not bend it when it can save innocent lives?
We've already commenced VR training. Same one old Georgie boy used on the kids in Liberia.
I learned young that killing your enemies felt good. Really good.
Are we both here only to fight then?
We're just suppliers. We don't create the market for war. Did you think every battle in history was all part of some big old conspiracy?
I thought they had a choice. A fair choice. Not like you.
Every cyborg is a person. People are different.
Not so black and white now, is it? Is your cause just? Or is that just what you tell yourself? Sam tells me you see your weapon as a tool. Now there's a pretty meme. Exquisite.
It seems we have less in common than I thought.
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose. Kids, you can mold, manipulate it to performing all kinds of atrocities. And there's nothing like a good atrocity to keep a war going.
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
Here's what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over.
Down you go.
You're right. But all this is a wake-up call to what I really believe. What I really am.
I'm impressed with your little toy. But your plan ends here.
¿Quién es ese güey?
Adios, amigos.
This is our review of Aidyn Chronicles, the first mage for the Nintendo 64. This game was released in late 2001 to mixed reviews, and it's easy to see why. First off, the graphics for the game are very outdated for this point in time in Nintendo 64's lifespan. Second, the music is very drab and very not repetitive. The music is very low and very uninspiring. Had to turn the television up at least 4 times normal just to hear it, and then it really just kind of put me to sleep. Next is kind of the nonsensical storyline that really made no sense, even though I pointed out one key point very early on. Won't spoil it for everyone. Next is really no lack of direction, no mini-map, no real actual direction. The game just kind of says do this and hopes you can figure it out. Not very good design choices made on this game, and for it we can't really recommend anyone play it really. I really did not enjoy any time with this game. So, because I can't really get through the game, I can't enjoy the game, I can't recommend the game. So we're going to give it a very low score. Aidyn Chronicles, the first mage, gets a game factor score of about, let's give it a 2.5. Okay, now time for some news. First story we got for you is quite the doozy. It seems that former Vice President of Corporate Communications and Public Affairs for GameStop, Mr. Chris Oliveira, recently had to plead guilty for embezzlement for the sum of, $2 million he funneled into his own bank account while the part of his job that allowed him to process invoices from vendors. Not a good thing. Now you know where some of that GameStop money goes when you guys only get your $9 for that game. And our next news story comes to us from Nintendo. Recent interviews, Nintendo President Satoru Iwata has been asked about the upcoming Wii U and the possibility of free-to-play games. His response was not very promising, stating that free games don't give consumers exceptional fun. Now, I don't want to kind of rain on Mr. Iwata's parade here, but I think the iPhone with its apps and the Android market would like to argue against that, and as well as the Korean free-to-play market on MMOs. These games do give people hours and hours of enjoyment, and the microtransactions make these companies a lot of money. So I think it's time for Nintendo to start looking into kind of changing with the times and moving possibly towards something that has free-to-play offered. Alright, Alright, it's that time of year when the developers decide to push out more games than we can afford, and I get to tell you what's all coming out just this week. So bear with me, and here I go. First, we got Angry Birds Star Wars coming out on pretty much most smartphones, PC and Mac. Next, we've got Big Time Rush on the Nintendo DS. So that we got Chaos on Deponia. If I'm saying that wrong, I forgive all you PC and Mac people that will actually be looking for that. Next, Deer Hunter Legends for the Wii. Dragon Ball Z Budokai HD Collection for the Xbox 360 and PS3. Freaky Forms Deluxe Creations Alive for the 3DS. Halo 4, if you don't know what system that's for, you probably don't care. Harvest Moon A New Beginning, another Harvest Moon for the 3DS. Karaoke Joy Sound for the Wii. Little Big Planet Karting for the PS3 because we need Sackboys and motorized vehicles running around really fast. Next, Mass Effect Trilogy on the PC and Xbox 360, and I believe it should be on the PS3 as well. Next, we got Midway Arcade Origins for the Xbox 360 and PS3 again. Next, NASCAR Inside Line for the three big next-gen consoles, Wii, Xbox 360, and PS3. Nickelodeon Bubble Guppies for the Nintendo DS. Nickelodeon Dance 2 for Wii and Xbox 360. Nickelodeon Dora / Team Umizoomi Fantastic Fight for the Nintendo DS. Ninja Gaiden for the 3DS. Pokédex 3D Pro for the 3DS. Pop Tropica Adventures for the Nintendo DS. Pro Evolution Soccer 2013 for the Wii. Ragnarok Tactics Imperial Princess of Light and Darkness for your PSP. Rayman Origins for the 3DS. Rockstar Games Collection Edition Volume 1 for the Xbox 360 and PS3. Saints Row the Third Full Package, Xbox 360 and PS3. ToeJam and Earl releases on your Xbox Live Arcade and your PlayStation Network, as well as ToeJam and Earl in Panic on Funkatron, again for the Xbox Live Arcade and the PlayStation Network. When Vikings Attack for the PS Vita and the PlayStation 3, and finally Winx Club Magical Fairy Party for your Nintendo DS. That was a lot of them. I hope someone can actually afford all of these. If you can you send some money my way? Alright, well that about wraps up the show, so please give us a nice like here on the video and go ahead and subscribe to us. Also, you guys can follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. So until next time, guys, game over.